But when we think of Brother Martin King, we really are thinking of the same tradition that produced you, that produced me. He's one of the great moments in the tradition of a grand people who, in the face of terror and trauma and stigma, was able to generate levels of love and vision and unbelievable high-quality service to the least of these. He is a Christian minister, first and foremost. That is his calling. And what I thought is very important, you and I know that Brother Martin gets deodorized every January. He gets sanitized and sterilized every January.
Santa Clausified.
Yeah, they Santa Clausified it, brother.
What do you mean by that?
Turn him into an old man with a smile, toys in his bag, handing out gifts. Everybody got a smile on their face, and the FBI is saying, he's the most dangerous man in America. And other black leaders are saying, when they're trying to organize poor people and critiques of Vietnam put forward with such power, he's now betraying the movement. He's un-American. He's a traitor to the country and so forth. And so what does Martin do? He says, you never knew me. You never knew me. I'm called to love babies in Vietnam, babies in Appalachia, babies in South Side of Chicago, babies in Harlem, babies in Ethiopia. I'm a Christian minister. For me, justice is what love looks like in public, just like tenderness is what love feels like in private. That's Martin King. But there's no Martin without Ella Baker, without Stokely Carmichael, without so many of the freedom, Diane Nash. We can go on and on. Fannie Lou Hamer.
Talk a little bit for a moment about the Santa Clausification with respect to African Americans, because I think that part of what you're describing is a kind of historical amnesia for the fact that Dr. King was not always well loved within the black community. And you cite a pretty remarkable poll from late in his life that says that 55% of African Americans did not support Dr. King on Vietnam and ending poverty. And I think it was the ending poverty part that caught me off guard.
Yes, no, it's true, and it's very sad. You got 72% of Americans across the board, all colors, and 55% of black people disapproving with Martin. You remember what Whitney Young said to Brother Martin in terms of you're setting back the black freedom movement. Martin looked at him and said, oh, what you say may get you money from a corporation, but it won't get you a foothold in the kingdom of truth. Typical intra-struggle against within black leadership over where to go. See, Martin was saying, corporations not going to dictate what my conscience actually is.
Right. I know the difference between right and wrong.
Absolutely. And big money and all of the thrills and the access to power is not going to determine what I say. You see, Martin was like, he liked John Coltrane. Man, he could have been doing my favorite things for the rest of his career and been a multi-millionaire. He brings in Eric Dolphy, Archie Shepp, young brothers. We gonna go free jazz. What's Coltrane doing? Being true to himself. Well, you see, this is, to me, the real standard of what we need in this present moment. And so we got a lot of black people, for example, who say they love Martin Luther King Jr., and they talk about speaking truth to power, but they don't want to speak truth to the present power. You see what I mean? Yeah, they want to be accommodationist. That's not Brother Martin. And there's nothing wrong with being accommodationist if you're honest about it and acknowledge what its limitations are. But don't lie to yourself and acting as if you're so progressive and prophetic when you're really just a cheerleader at a bootlicker. I mean, you got to be honest and candid about these things.